brand new segment we got going on this week. He's got the rules and details.
This is gonna be called Rapid Fire.
Bang!
We have a bunch of topics. Probably we'll do 5-6 topics, 2-3 minutes per topic. It's gonna be a what to watch for.
Bang!
It's gonna be a versus.
Bang!
It's gonna be a toss-up.
Bang!
It's gonna have all sports in it. It's that one sports show.
Bang!
Are you saying bang or bam?
Bang!
Right. So anyway, our topics for this week, we got Phil Simms versus Andrew Luck. We got Kevin Durant versus LeBron James.
I like that one.
We got the Cubs versus the Cardinals.
Ooh.
And we got LSU versus Bama. And then our number one topic this week is Mayweather versus Pacquiao.
Bang!
So let's go ahead and get into our first one, which is the Phil Simms versus Andrew Luck. Now, Phil Simms said a little bit ago, this will be pretty much a hot button one. Phil Simms said a little bit ago, right? Phil Simms said a little bit ago that Andrew Luck was overrated. He doesn't have arm strength. He doesn't have this. He doesn't have that. I'll tell you what, you didn't have, Phil Simms. A good completion percentage. Your career completion percentage was 55%. Okay? Who cares how strong your arm is? If you can place the ball and make good decisions like Joe Montana and Steve Young, pretty sure it doesn't matter how hard you can throw the ball.
But you know what does matter about Phil Simms? 2 Super Bowl rings.
Well, that's great.
I think everyone knows what he's talking about.
Phil Simms finished his college career with 5,500 yards. He won 2 Super Bowls thanks to amazing defenses.
But there has to be a quarterback there.
And wide right, okay? Andrew Luck has 68 touchdowns to 16 picks. Pretty sure he knows where to put the ball and how to put it there.
But you also did amazing in college and then didn't do anything in the NFL? Ryan Leaf.
That's fine.
Tebow. I love Tebow, but he's not amazing in the NFL
no
yet.
one went wild about Ryan Leaf as a person, as a player, as a package. No one went wild about Tebow as a player, as a package. No one. Everyone said when Tebow came out, he doesn't throw the ball correctly.
My thing is,
everyone said
I'm
it.
not saying that, and I think Phil Simms is saying the same thing, and I heard about it this morning. We're not saying he's awful. We're not saying he's not going to be anything in the NFL. I really believe that the hype behind him is too much hype. It's like someone saying, whoa, hit the brakes, let's take a breath, and not act like this kid is going to be the holy grail of football. I think it's all he's really trying to say.
Maybe this will work out better for Luck. Maybe he needs that someone to be like, I don't think you're what everyone says you are, to give him some kind of push. Because like I've told you this before, if somebody's whispering in your ear how amazing you are every second of every day, you're going to start to think it. So maybe he needs someone to whisper in his ear.
I'm thinking, man, like he just needs to.
So maybe Phil Simms is helping him out.
People need to just kind of like to take a breath, because if he don't come out, his level is up here now.
And his expectations are
even twice.
Yeah.
And if you're going to jack up the expectations and he goes into his first NFL game and goes 165 yards with an interception, everyone's like, oh, he's a flop. Oh my. Don't make this kid so high where it's almost impossible to succeed.
Right.
That is Phil Simms' point.
So the next one we got is Kevin Durant versus LeBron James. Now this isn't a one-on-one basketball game. No. This isn't a who's the better player toss-up. This is a flag football game that the two of them want to put together. Durant's team versus LeBron's team.
Kevin Durant, it was a couple days ago, posted on Facebook in the morning. I saw it on his Facebook. I'm a fan of his page. I like to see what he posts. He said, "Who wants to play flag football in OKC?" I'm like, what?
Nobody does.
No one. I go to Sports Center that night. Kevin Durant's playing flag football in OKC.
With kids.
With a bunch of kids and teenagers and a bunch of guys. And you know who else? I was the only one who watched it. LeBron James watched it. And he was like, hey,
this is a cool idea.
This is cool. You get your boys. I get my boys. Let's play some flag football.
Right.
Now, by boys and boys, I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means they're going to get the group Kevin Durant to play with a bunch of LeBron and his kids, or does this mean Kevin Durant's going to go get, hey, I want Chris Paul and Russell Westbrook, and then LeBron goes, fine, I'll take Melo, and I'll take whoever. I'll take James Harden.
Yeah.
If that's going to happen,
that'd be cool. It'd be fun
you wouldn't
to watch.
watch that?
Yeah, it'd be fun to watch, but like I've told you this, I don't see the point in all this. None of this matters to me. I don't care.
It's just busy work to keep, because these group of guys are the ones that don't care about the money situation, the lockout. They just want to play ball.
And I'm going to go ahead and
fans.
throw my conspiracy theory in. They're doing this as leverage against the owners. They're like, oh, well, we're out doing this, and this for free. You pay us more the share because we go do these things for free.
I don't think it's that.
I think they're using this as leverage, and they're trying to build up fans to get fan support for their case against the owners and to drum up ratings for when the season does come back.
I don't think it's that. I remember
think that it
when
is.
they canceled the first couple weeks of the NBA, LeBron posted on Twitter about how upset he was for the fans that they couldn't watch them play. He don't care about the money. Durant don't care about the... They just want to play. And I think it's sad anymore these days that in sports that a player just can't love the game. It's all like, oh, he just wants millions of dollars. Why can't a guy just love playing the game?
I don't think there's any doubt that these guys love the game, but these
Kobe
guys...
wants the money.
These guys... No... Kobe loves the game too, but
It's a
Kobe's
different
got
level.
to a point where he's not stupid.
I know.
If he's gonna make $1, he's gonna make $1.
Yeah.
And don't sit and act like, oh, LeBron's out there wearing busted-ass sneakers.
No, he's not. He's wearing... Kevin Durant was wearing his brand new special edition Nerf Kevin Durant sneakers the other day.
These
and I was
guys,
like, oh, wow.
And guess what? They're out wearing these shoes, and you see them wearing them, and you're like, I want to buy a pair of them.
And then you go what you do, you go to me, and I sell them to you.
Right. These guys aren't stupid.
No.
It's not all fun and all. Everything's for free. You don't even have to pay us. We'll just come play games.
Everything's okie dokie in the OKC.
Yeah, I don't think it works like that. The next one we got now coming up is the Cubs versus the Cardinals. Now this question is about Terry Francona. He's been talked to by both teams. Where's he going and why is he going there?
All right, with St. Louis, they're looking at him as a manager, and it's going to be a tough thing because you have a lot of guys there who have been there for years, and they know Tony La Russa. They know
his system.
They know his system, and Francona's not the same kind of system. It's just, I'm trying to how I want to phrase this, but I mean, these guys know Tony La Russa. They know what they're going to do. Where Chicago is rebuilding. The Cubs are rebuilding, and Theo Epstein is the new general manager, who was the general manager for the Red Sox, who hired Theo Epstein, who hired Francona.
Who also left at the same time.
Now, the manager of the Cubs just got fired by Theo Epstein because he says, we need something new to give this new build team
And Francona said, I need to go find something new. You guys need something new.
I think Cubs will work out for him.
But
the Red Sox didn't have a title for how many years?
Right.
86,
right.
if I'm correct?
Yep.
And then what did he do? He brought them 2 championships. Cubs haven't won some in a long time. Bring them a championship.
Here's my thing. That's right. The Red Sox, 80-plus years with no titles. Francona goes there and wins some titles. Cardinals got titles. Cardinals just won a title. What do you think he could do with that kind of talent? That kind of team? Nobody wins anything in Chicago.
Here's the thing, though. You know what Terry Francona will win if Albert Pujols doesn't re-sign? Not a thing. So honestly, Francona, do you see the Cubs and Cardinals waiting this out and see where Albert Pujols signs, and then Francona makes up his mind?
I just can't believe Tony La Russa bailed. I think that shows.
He went on a high note.
I think that shows he knows Pujols isn't coming back.
I don't think it's that. I think he's like, you know what?
Why couldn't they repeat? If Pujols came back, why couldn't they?
I think he's done. He's tired.
Yeah,
he's been coached forever. Before we were born, he was like coaching. I mean, we're 20 now. Well, you're 20, and I'm 20. Going to be 22 in a couple months.
Yeah.
This is he knew he won his championship. Go on a high note. Bill Cower it. I'm done.
Yeah. All right. Next one we got is LSU versus Bama. Number 1 versus number 2. The fast, athletic, high-scoring Tigers taking on the bulky, rough Crimson Tide.
Roll Tide.
Are you rolling Tide in this game?
I'm rolling Tide.
I'm going to roll Tide in this game too, simply because Alabama is so much bigger and stronger than LSU. Yes, LSU will be able to run around. How long are you going to be able to run around when you have Alabama beating on you for 4 quarters?
Alabama makes NFL players.
Yeah.
Nick Saban, I don't know why he's going back to the NFL yet.
He's got the perfect job.
I guess.
He's a god in Alabama.
He is. He rolled Tides in Alabama.
Yes.
And I really think he's going to roll Tide on LSU. The Tigers are going to drown in the Tide. I'm not... Maybe it's a little bit of bias. I don't like LSU. I've never liked LSU.
I just don't believe the hype.
I don't believe it either. I don't...
I mean, it's... You mentioned the Crimson Tide, the history. It's easier to believe in them, I guess.
I think it's what it is. It's easier to believe in the Crimson Tide.
But, I mean, either way, this is going to be a good game.
And plus, they have the greatest thing of all, the greatest thing to say ever. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, right. I just think it's going to... I think it'll be a good game. It'll be exciting to watch. It's Saturday, this Saturday.
Saturday. Watch it again,
folks.
So you
definitely need to watch it. Whenever we get off work.
Be at work.
Yeah, when we get off work, we're going to come home and watch whatever's left of it. Because this game will probably be one of those...
Maybe we'll put it in the recap.
Right, we could.
It could be played game of the week.
Right. So, I mean, we're probably going to definitely come home, watch that. I mean, that's going to be an exciting game. And another thing, the very last rapid-fire thing we're going to look at is coming up May 5th.
Well, we don't know that for sure.
A fight is coming up May 5th.
A fight? You mean the fight?
Well, depending on the winner of another upcoming fight. There has been talks, heavy talks, that Floyd, my wife took all my money Mayweather, is going to be fighting
Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao.
May 5th. Now, Pacquiao has one more fight before
this fight,
the Mayweather fight. Now, there's been... Everybody has an opinion about why Mayweather isn't as good, why Pacquiao's this, and why he's that, and how he's the greatest fighter of all time.
He's the greatest fighter of all time. I think
Blah,
he's better than
blah,
Floyd.
blah, blah, blah. The truth is, Floyd Mayweather has stepped into the ring 42 times, and 42 times he has come out of the ring with a win. 26 times he's had a knockout in those wins. Mayweather wins matches. He does not lose. I don't care about the Victor Ortiz controversy. He threw a headbutt. Mayweather shook his hand, jacked him in the face. The fight's over. I don't care. He wins.
It was legal. I get it. It was legal, but was it dirty?
I don't care.
Was it dirty?
Was it a win?
All right. Pacquiao
is dirty.
Pacquiao is not undefeated. But how many fights did you say Floyd's done? 42. Pacquiao has 16 more. He went 58 fights, 53 wins, 3 losses and 2 draws. Now, one of the losses, that came back when he was doing, like, amateur stuff back in, like, Guatemala where the AIDS run rapid in the waters.
Right. Well, the main argument that people try to make against Mayweather is, oh, he doesn't fight any good fighters. He doesn't do this. He doesn't do that. Go ahead and scroll through the list of both these fighters.
We did.
Yes, we did, but they need to.
They need to, too.
Floyd Mayweather, when he fought Oscar De La Hoya, he's washed up. He's a failure. This isn't a good fight. Blah, blah, blah.
Pacquiao fought.
He also fought him.
And
just a little bit before Mayweather fought him. He was not in his prime when he fought Manny Pacquiao.
Nah.
They also both fought Mosley.
Yes. Now,
damn near at the same time, Mosley actually fought Pacquiao after he fought Mayweather.
but here's my thing. In a recent interview, Shane Mosley, I'm sorry, got all crazy. Mosley even came out and said, I fought them both. And they're like, oh, okay. What's your opinion? Pacquiao is faster. Pacquiao is stronger than Floyd. Now, I think Floyd's he's getting ducked off.
I think Floyd's a smarter fighter.
They call him Pretty Boy Floyd because the man
doesn't get hit.
He don't get hit in the face. He don't get cut until he fights Pacquiao.
He's a smarter fighter than Pacquiao. Pacquiao can have his speed and strength. I will take 1 level lower on speed and strength for 3 levels higher on fight knowledge.
Now, Floyd Mayweather does have a reach advantage.
Yeah, he's got a 72-inch reach.
Pacquiao's got a 67.
Right.
Now you go.
And now I think that the Victor Ortiz fight was simply a warm up because Victor Ortiz is a southpaw, just like Manny Pacquiao. So I really don't think. I think Mayweather could have won this fight at any point. I think he just wanted to hang in there a few rounds, get a feel for southpaw, a real live fight against a real competitor, and that way he could be ready for Pacquiao. Because we all know Mayweather had his money problems and this and this and this. Boxing suffering, we all knew this fight was going to happen. Some point in time, this fight had to happen.
2 things Money Mayweather loves. Money
and his
and
record.
his legacy.
Yep.
Now, we're going to his legacy a little bit more here, because I'm going to go into the legacy of Manny Pacquiao.
Right.
As I said, 58 fights, 53 wins, 3 losses, 2 draws. He has 38 KOs.
Yeah.
And he's had 6 titles in 8 different weight classes. He's fought from 112 to 154.
All right. Now, Mayweather has 5 different belts. So, is he really? He's fought in less weight classes though. Now, Mayweather has fought from 130 pounds to 154. Pacquiao has fought from 112 to 154. Now, you can throw that out as an advantage in his legacy, which it is. When you hold a belt in so many weight classes, that's great. Congratulations. But that is a disadvantage because Pacquiao has never got into a concrete weight class where he has fought the guys in that weight class. He knows that weight class. He knows how to train for that weight class. He knows how to prepare for that weight class. Mayweather, 130 to 154. He stayed in that weight range his whole career. He knows how to prepare for that weight range. Pacquiao's going to be fighting way heavier than I think what he's going to be comfortable with.
How many championship rings does Michael Jordan have?
He's got 6.
How many has Kobe Bryant got?
He's got 5.
Point proven. Pacquiao has 6. Floyd has 5.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's say that Jordan had 6 rings, all right?
He does.
Kobe's got 5 NBA rings and 2 Canadian Basketball Association rings.
Whoa. Time out. When has anyone ever cared about Canada? Don't
Exactly.
unsubscribe. Don't
When
unsubscribe.
has anyone cared about the 112-pound weight class? Name me 5 great fighters from that weight class. Name me that weight class. Exactly. That's my point.
All right. Wow.
Nobody cares about that weight class.
So here, also my other thing. 58 fights. 42. He's got more in-ring experience. He's got it.
He's fought in 100 different weights.
And here's my thing also. Pacquiao.
He doesn't have the experience in this weight class.
Pacquiao has losses. I admit that. But you know what? Sometimes the winners need to lose.
No.
Yes.
Not Mayweather.
Yeah. Oh, come on, man.
No.
Because look, those losses, they know how it feels. They don't want to know how it feels again. Floyd's like, oh, I'm never going to know.
He never wants to know.
What happens? I'm just asking theoretically, what happens if Floyd finds out?
If he loses, they will fight again. If he wins, he will never step in the ring again. if he beats Manny Pacquiao, he will have proven and made enough money that he will never have to step in a boxing ring again. He will automatically be considered one of the top 5 to 10 fighters.
This is going to be a fight. We've discussed this. This is going to be a fight. If Pacquiao wins, you're going to have fans, Pacquiao, yeah! And then they're like, Floyd fans, that was bull.
There will be excuses.
Something should have happened here, here, and here. And if Pacquiao loses and Floyd wins, Floyd's the greatest. And then Pacquiao,
like you had told me earlier, Manny is the type of guy that if he wins, he'll give Floyd another shot. Floyd is to the point in his career, financially, age-wise, and record-wise, that if he wins this fight, there is no reason why he should come back.
I think when it comes down to boxing in both their careers, Pacquiao respects the sport of boxing
more than
Floyd.
I agree.
Floyd only respects
himself.
Floyd.
Right. I agree.
And I think that's one of the reasons why I'm so far away from Floyd Mayweather. I can't.
But I like those kind of guys. I like those kind of athletes.
I usually do too. But for once, I'm tired of him just like Floyd this, Floyd that. I'm tired of it.
Floyd wants the money. Floyd wants his legacy. Manny Pacquiao just wants to be a governor.
One hell of one too.
So that's it for our rapid fire. We will be back next week with all of our regular stuff, and there could be toss-ups, there could be hot buttons, there could be rapid fires. So
maybe some new stuff including that.
Some
no
new
news.
stuff.
We'll find out.
We'll see you guys, and hopefully you'll find out.